their line and everything to one side. The quarterback, no, that's not the quarterback, that's Kilbin. He's going to throw it right down the middle, and it looked like the snapper, Isaacson, with the catch. I think that was the snapper. I'm not sure. But the Bears are up 8-0 in the first quarter. 8:30 to go. We'll take a break and be back.
ATV performance. Check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887.
And we are back, and we lost connection for a minute there. We are back connected to the studio. Occasionally we will have some lapses like that because of where we are located. The kickoff guy should be Butch Kilbin for the Bears. Lumberjacks have DeFort and Grimaldo to return, and it is Kilbin to kick it off. Lumberjacks waiting at their 10-yard line. Kick is a deep one. It's going to be fielded by Grimaldo at about the 13. Far side he's going to go. Finds a little bit of room to run.
Grimaldo returns to kickoff, and the Jacks will pick over first and 10.
And St. Mary's will get the ball up to the 25. And that's where St. Mary's will start their first possession at. First and 10 from the Lumberjack 25-yard line. 8:23 to go first period. St. Mary's brings one receiver to each side of the formation. Dittman in the backfield. Barta takes the snap in the pistol, flinks it out to Dittman. Dittman trying to get the edge. He's going to take up a couple of yards. As they took out a ref down there on the sideline as well. Looks like they're going to actually say
no gain, second and 10.
Well, they're going to say no gain on the reception. Brings up second and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Just tried that little split pass right out into the flat. Tried to get the edge for Gerard. One receiver to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Pistol for Barta. He's got Dittman behind him. Takes the snap. It's a little counter play to Jack Barta, and Jack finds some space up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4, it looked like. Well, actually 5 yards. The Lumberjacks third and manageable here with a 3rd and 5. One receiver to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Again, Barta in the pistol. Dittman lined up behind. Snap. Looking to throw. He's got time. He's going to look over the middle. A little bit of early contact. And going to get a pass interference call on the Bears. Should be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Lumberjacks. Got there just slightly early. I mean, it wasn't egregiously early, but he did get there just early enough and give Grimaldo a little shove in the back. So it'll be a first down for St. Mary's. That'll move the ball up to the 45 of St. Mary's. Aiden DeFort going to the top of the formation as a wide receiver. Near side, Isaiah Gustav. Barta in the pistol. Dittman lined up behind him. Barta takes the snap, hands it to Dittman. Dittman looking for a hole. He's going to pick up a few. Nice hard running there by Gerard Dittman. Picks up 4 yards up the middle.
Gerard Dittman on a carry for the Jacks. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Dittman is a physical runner. He's got some wheels too. I mean, he's a track guy. Haven't been able to see him really get that good open lane though. I think he's had one big run this season so far, about 46 yards on it. Same formation for the Lumberjacks. Man in motion. That's Barta going right to left. Going to get the snap. Little head fake by Jack. He's going to roll. Going to get a throw down the field. It's caught by Jack, but there's a flag in the backfield. It's caught by Barta. So that field, that could be against St. Mary's. That ball is going to go to the 35, pending the penalty. And this is one of the parts where St. Mary's has shot themselves in the foot in earlier games. It's going to be holding against the Lumberjacks. So that's kind of the part, and that one was kind of a mental mistake by the Lumberjacks for somewhat. And that's where they kind of hurt themselves this year. They get a good chunk play. They're looking good. They have a good completion like that, and then one of them, you get a hold or something. It just hurts you, puts you behind the sticks. It is second now and 16 for the Lumberjacks. Snap a little bit low. Barta pulls it down. He's going to get it out to, just misses Julian. He had Julian open, but it was just out of his reach. Brings up third and 16. That was a good route by Julian. Brings up third and long for the Lumberjacks. And coaches have been impressing on them about the mistakes like that, the penalties that happen. Lumberjacks bring one receiver to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Barta in the pistol. Dittman lined up behind him. Barta takes the snap. Gonna throw over the middle. I'm not sure who that was intended for. It ended up more in the Fort's area, but it went to Grimaldo. So I'm not sure if there's a confusion there on nobody really tried to catch it out of those two receivers. So I'm not sure if there was some confusion on where that ball was going. That'll bring up fourth down. Lumberjacks will have to punt. And again, talking about that a little bit, they had second down and about 6, and they had a nice completion on that pass. And then a holding call kind of away from the play brings that back, hurts the Lumberjacks. Nice punt by Grimaldo. It's going to take a good Lumberjack roll to the near side of the field. Going to roll down inside the 40. It's going to die at about the 38-yard line. So the Bulldogs will take over there on their own 38-yard line. First and 10 for the Bears. See if St. Mary's can get the defensive stop here. They had a pretty good first stand against the Bears, and they broke a couple of, actually the passing defense didn't look too bad. It was the run defense that was hurting St. Mary's in that first one. St. Mary's usually pretty solid on the run defense. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Velasco in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, little quick throw over the middle, off the hands of the intended receiver, Fry, and it's incomplete. They like those little quick slants across the middle. Talking to coaches for St. Mary's, they said they'll try to hit a lot of those little quick throws, maybe a screen here. They kind of lull you into biting on that inside short pass, and then they go deep on you. Velasco, again, 3 receivers to the top of the formation, 1 to the near side. Receiver to his right, running back, going to hand it off to Prakash. This time, St. Mary's does a good job of bottling him up inside after a short gain. Cody Mitchell, one of the tacklers in there. About a 4-yard pickup for Moscow. Brings up third down at about 5. They bring 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the top of the formation this time. Again, Velasco in the shotgun. He has Prakash behind him, or lined up next to him. Going to fake the handoff, the throw. It's caught. The tackle is going to be made. DeFort was one of the guys. The receiver was, I believe, Kilbin. And that's going to be to the Lumberjack 45. Grimaldo and DeFort. First and 10 for the Bears up to the Lumberjack 45-yard line. That little quick slant again. One receiver to the top, three to the bottom for the Bears. Velasco takes a snap, a little bit of pressure, going to get a throw. It's caught, tackled by the 24 for St. Mary's. That is Dittman. The reception by number 5, Isaacson. That's it. Calling an 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 2 for the Bears. Bears trying to get the play in. Looks like they've got one receiver to the near side. That's Isaacson. Up the top, there's 3 wide receivers. Prackish lined up to the left side now or the right side now of Velasco. I believe it's Prackish. No, Prackish is out. It's going to be a handoff. That first man through. Zamato Stewart in there on the tackle. There's Pike on the carry. Tackle made by Peyton Moore. Ball on the Lumberjack. And that takes the ball to the Lumberjack 29. Another first down for the Bears as they continue to move it down the field. 3 receivers set to the top, 1 to the bottom. Velasco with the running back to his right side. Going to hand it off. Good blocking by the Bears inside. He breaks it to the outside. Finally going to be knocked down by Sloper. That was Fry with the carry. That ball will be carried down to the 16 of St. Mary's. So another nice methodical drive for the Moscow Bears. Brings up 1st and 10 on the Lumberjacks 16-yard line. Scoreboard says 14, so that's where we'll put it. Gonna look to throw. Velasco going deep to the end zone, right through the hands of his receiver. He got a step on Sloper. The ball was just a little bit high. Intended receiver, I believe, was J.P. Brees, the senior. Brings up 2nd and 10 for Moscow. So far, Moscow has actually done more damage against St. Mary's running the ball than throwing the ball. 2.5 to go in the first. The Bears lead 8-0. 2 receivers to the bottom, 2 receivers to the top. Velasco in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off. It's the number 7, Fry, and he's going to get tripped up but stumble into the end zone for the Moscow touchdown. It's a 14-yard touchdown for the Bears. Brings them to a score of 14-0 pending the extra point. Again, St. Mary's first possession, they really could have probably, I'm not going to say they could have scored on that drive, but they had the ball moving, and then they have that untimely penalty, which just killed all momentum for them. Again, that same look from the Bears on their extra point try, or the 2-point. Now they're shifting everybody back in. I see them getting the kicking tee out there, so this time they're going to kick the extra point. Or at least they're showing the extra point kick. That's the number 2 of Kilbin, and the extra point is good. So the score with 2:23 to go in the first period, Moscow 15, the Lumberjacks nothing. We'll be back.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
We are back. The Bears lead 15-0 over the Lumberjacks with 2:23 to go in the first period. 2 possessions for the Bears result in 2 touchdowns. St. Mary's with their first possession. They had it going the right way, but then an untimely penalty set them back behind the sticks and then ended their drive. Grimaldo and DeFort back deep to receive. Kilbin to kick off for the Moscow Bears. kick is up. Going to be deep. Fielded at the 9 by Grimaldo. Reversed to DeFort. DeFort gets around one guy. He's going to get tripped up and tackled at the 30. So we'll say it was fielded at the 9, returned to the 30.
DeFort was the ball carrier after the handoff. First and 10 Lumberjacks.
So a pretty good return there for the Lumberjacks. First and 10 at about their 30-yard line is what we'll call it. Did their little reverse on the kickoff there. I think they even said Kilbin was the one that came up and made the tackle. One receiver to the near side. That's Gustav. Top of the formation is DeFort. In the pistol is Barta. Sends a man in motion. That is Barta. Going to get the snap. Barta, little head fake. Now he rolls. He's going to run it. He's going to slide down at about the 25.
Quarterback keeper by Barta.
Pick up a
5 yards.
35-yard line, not the 25, 35. Lumberjacks back up the line of scrimmage. They got Gustav to the near side, DeFort up top. Barta takes the snap. And what do we have here? Is it against St. Mary's? No, it's going to be an offside. Pre-snap on Moscow, 5 yards, should be very close to the first down.
And that's another Lumberjack.
It'll be a first down for the Lumberjacks. First and 10 up to the 40 of St. Mary's. Same formation for the Jacks. Jack Barta takes a snap, hand it off to Dittman. That little bit of a low snap kind of affects that handoff. Gerard's going to probably lose a yard as Dittman gets taken down. Looks like it's a loss of about 2 yards.
Ball on the St. Mary's 37.
Just about everything has to run like a well-oiled machine. St. Mary's going to bring two different guys in. We've got Zach Soten coming in and Amato Stewart. 3 guys run off, though, so I don't know if that's – maybe it is. Maybe they ran somebody else in as well I didn't see. One receiver to the near side. Snap, handoff to Stewart. Stewart off tackle up to the top. And I think Stewart got a couple of yards. And I don't have a 0 in my stat stuff, so I got put Amato down as number 2.
No gain on the play.
No, he got back the original line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 10 for the Lumberjacks. 33 seconds on the clock. I think they've got to run the play. I think they don't have enough time to let it run out. So. One receiver to the near side. Everybody else in tight for the Lumberjacks. Barta goes under center. Takes the snap. Fakes the pitch out. Handoff up the middle. And that was Zach Soten with the run. And that's about a 3-yard gain up the middle. And that's the end of the first quarter. The score? The Moscow Bears 15, the Lumberjacks 0. It'll be 4th and 6 for the Lumberjacks when we return.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Yeah, we are back. As we get ready to start the second quarter here, St. Mary's will switch. So now the Lumberjacks going right to left on your radio dial. St. Mary's will be 4th and about 6-7 yards from their own 43-yard line. And the Lumberjacks have Grimaldo in to punt.
Grimaldo back to punt for the Jacks.
The number 5 of Isaacson waits for the punt. He's at about the 30. The snap. St. Mary's going for it. Oh, and Grimaldo's just going to overthrow his receiver.
Big punt pass was incomplete. Moscow will take over.
So the Bears will take over 1st and 10 on the Lumberjack 44. The quarter had already ended, so the clock operators didn't get, there we go. Something didn't happen. They didn't get the clock running or something. So the Bears will have a short field, 1st and 10 from the Lumberjack 43. One receiver to the near side, 3 to the top. Velasco in the shotgun. He's got Prakash flanking him to the near side, handing it off to Prakash. The Lumberjacks all get 8 up inside there, and Prakash finally going to be forced out by Yearout and Stewart. Got a penalty in the backfield, and I think that's going to be against St. Mary's as well. Ball is all the way down to the Lumberjack 20. Oh, it's going to be holding against the Bears, so. $10-yard penalty. The Bears will mark it back after a big gain, so it'll be 1st and 20 from the 47 of Moscow.
1st and 20.
So the Moscow offensive line doing a good job of getting the Lumberjack front line washed into a pile in the middle and opening lanes for their running back. 3 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Velasco takes the snap, hands it off again. This time it's the number 7 of Fry. He gets around 1 Lumberjack defender, and then he's going to be driven down after a pickup of about 3 or 4. Ball's going to be marked on the 48-yard line. They said Brousseau. I'm not sure which Brousseau it was. We'll just kind of skip that one, and I'll take care of those later. 1 receiver to the near side, 3 to the top of the formation. Velasco in the shotgun. Running back flank to the near side. Velasco looking over the defense, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw. He's got a man open, caught on the sideline, and brought down with a big tackle by Sloper. The catch was made by Isaacson. It's up to the 39 of St. Mary's. Brings up 3rd and about 6 or 7 yards for the Bears. They're in probably 4-down territories. They are on the plus side of the field. So if they don't get a 1st down here, they'll probably go for it. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Velasco shotgun. Running back flank to his left. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Quick little throw. It's bobbled. And they're going to say he caught it, but that's a tough call for the official. Because did he pull it in before it hit the ground? It's hard to say. I know St. Mary's is fighting for that incomplete call. I mean, as a fan for the Lumberjacks, we want it to go incomplete, but that was a bang-bang play. So that'll give him a 1st down at the Lumberjack 34. 3 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Velasco calling out signals. Running back flank to the left. Velasco going to take a shot to the end zone this time. Looks like it. He's going to go deep down the sideline. And St. Mary's, Dittman was there on coverage. Are they going to call it a touchdown? Yes, they are, to Kilbin. That was not 4th down, but.
From Velasco.
I think our defensive back got just a little bit out of place, tried to make up time to get back to him and couldn't get there in time. And Kilbin was open for the touchdown. Makes the score 21-0 in favor of the Bears. And again, they're in that swinging gate look. Kilbin will take the snap. Now the Bears shift back over into the extra point look. Kilbin will kick it. Kick is up. And that one just good. Just squeaks inside the upright. The score is 22 for the Bears, 0 for the Lumberjacks. We'll be back with 9:08 to go, first half. It's homecoming night here in St. Mary's.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
So the Lumberjacks come out. We've got Grimaldo and DeFort going back deep. Kilbin to kick off for the Bears. Getting that ball set up on the tee. Don't forget, coming up at the halftime, our senior spotlight with Gerard Dittman. Kilbin lines up the Bears. The kick is on the way. Going to be to DeFort, fielded at the 15, taking it to the left side, looking for blockers. Can't quite get the edge. He'll be slung down across the 20.
Ford returns from the back. First and 10, St. Mary's.
See where they spot that ball. See where the Lumberjacks are going to start their possession. Looks like going to be at their 25-yard line. So about a 10-yard pickup for the Lumberjacks on that kick return. They'll bring DeFort to the near side as a wide receiver. Gustav up to the top. Dittman in the backfield as a running back. Pistol for Barta. Barta takes a snap, a little low, is going to throw. Flushes to the far side, looking. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to get to the sideline, about a 5-yard pickup on the scramble.
Barta on the keeper for the Jacks, gain of 5.
The second 5 up to the Lumberjacks 30-yard line. Practice makes the tackle for the Bears. St. Mary's quick snap there. Going to get the rugby scrum up the middle. I think it was Barta with the carry.
Barta on the keeper.
Gets the first down.
Lumberjack.
Aiden DeFort was looking to check with the receiver, with the side judge, and the Lumberjack snapped it, so he was a little bit late to the party to get up there and throw a block. Gives the Lumberjacks first and 10 at their own 35. Lumberjacks stay in that wedge formation. They take one receiver. No, they actually got 2 receivers out. Sloper to the bottom, Gustav to the top. Under center for the Lumberjacks. I formation. Going to get it to Dittman. Had Zach Soten, Peaches as he's known, to get in there for a lead blocker. Dittman picks up about 4. No, maybe only 3. Bring up second and 8 on a long. It's a 2 to 3 yard gain there. Second and 8 for the Lumberjacks. Sloper to the near side. Gustav to the top at wide receiver. Same formation. Barta under center with the I tailbacks. He's going to pitch it out to Dittman, and the Bears need to sniff that one out. They get Dittman in the backfield. You can't see that that's something that was on film, because this is the first time I think that St. Mary's has gone into a. This is the first time the Lumberjacks have gone into really an I formation look, so it's not something that they could see off of anything that St. Mary's showed on film. It was just some good defense. Maybe the blocking didn't quite get where it was supposed to go for the Lumberjacks. 3rd and 13 on a loss of 4. It might be about 3rd and 12. Lumberjacks Back into a passing situation probably. And again, kind of that same thing. You take about 3 steps forward, then you take a step back, and it really throws your drive out of whack. Barta looking to throw. He's flushed. He escapes a couple of guys directing traffic. Still looking. Now he's going to keep it, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be a sack for the Bears as they get, it's going to be the 32.
For no gain, it's going to be
Henry Hill. Well, they say no gain, so we'll call it no gain and not a sack. Brings up 4th and long for the Lumberjacks. Barta did a good job of trying to evade the rush and direct some traffic. Just couldn't get enough time to try to find somebody downfield to throw the ball. Good snap. Nice punt by Julian. And number 5, Gustav, almost gets a good tackle. The returner is going to get around him.
Isaacson.
It was Isaacson.
From Moscow. Pushes it upfield to short game. 1st and 10 Bears now.
And they received that on about the 40. Return it to about the 45, so a short gain. Didn't see who stopped them for St. Mary's. Brings up 1st and 10 from the Moscow 45. The Bears lead 22-0 over the Lumberjacks. 5:38 to go in the first half. Two receivers to the near side for the Bears. 2 to the top of the formation. Velasco in the shotgun is running back flank to the left. Man in motion. Little flip to the man in front, and he's going to find some room to run up the middle. That's the number 9 of Hebling. He's going to get to the opposite side, still trucking along. He's going to be taken down by Amato, or by Year Out, and we got some flags. Might be coming back. There's a big run up to the 22 of St. Mary's. And it will be from the point of the foul at this point. So they might get the first down. Well, if it's against the Bears, I'm gotta wait and see what the call is still. Oh, it'll be against
foul against the Lumberjacks.
So it's a personal foul against St. Mary's. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down. That's going to be marked after the penalty, I think. So that is going to be all the way down. It looks like to about the 6-yard line.
After they mark off the penalty, it's 1st and goal for the Bears from the Lumberjack 6.
Not sure if that's going to tally this Moscow. Yeah, it did. Okay. Should have. 1st and goal for the Bears. 3 receivers to the near side. Handoff, Prackish, and he'll be stood up at about the 5, it looks like.
Prackish on the carry from Moscow. 2nd and goal from the 5.
Only 1 yard pickup there for the Bears. Not sure who made that tackle for St. Mary's. Snap. They're going to hand it to him again. He's going to be bottled up in the middle. Caden Morris on the tackle. And I don't really think he got a gain on that one. I think it's no gain up the middle. Brings up 3rd and goal for the Bears. Now is when the Lumberjacks don't want to get lulled into sleep when the Bears maybe throw it this time. 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side for wide receiver. The snap, yep, going to be a quick little slant caught in the end zone. Pretty good coverage by Sloper, but
from Velasco.
I'm not sure who made the catch for the Bears. think it was number 4 of Brees with the touchdown. And they said Kiblin on the field, but Kiblin was on the sideline. Kilvin. So that was a pretty good coverage by St. Mary's, but the receiver just got in position in front of him, was able to box out Sloper and get that catch just in front of him, but Sloper was all over him. The kick is up and good by Kilvin. So the Lumberjacks fall back to 29-0 with the Bears leading, 4:18 to go before the half. We'll be back.
Sometimes accidents happen. You never thought it would happen to you, but it did. Where can you turn for that friendly hand of support? Jack's Pharmacy is your good neighbor pharmacy in St. Mary's, where you'll find personalized care. Whether you need crutches, supports, wheelchairs, or even a hospital bed, Jack's is here for you. We service both Medicare and Medicaid. If you need durable medical equipment, come to Jack's, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
And we are back. Lumberjacks will receive the kick. Once again, the Bears with a nice lead here in the first half, 29-0 over the Lumberjacks. Again, every drive so far for Lumberjacks offense, they get the ball moving the right direction, and then a penalty or loss of yards pushes them back. So it's kind of been the same story in the first half. The kickoff is deep by Kilbin. Fielded at the 12 by DeFort, hands it off to Grimaldo, and the Bears were ready for that return.
Grimaldo ends up being the ball carrier. Just knocked down, looks like
their 15-yard line or so. Again, the Bears were ready for they made sure some extra guys kept an eye on the other return man to be ready for the reverse that St. Mary sometimes runs off the kick return. So now the Lumberjacks pin deep, 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Lumberjacks break the huddle. One receiver to the top, one receiver to the bottom. Barta under center, I formation behind him, Soten and Dittman. And it's going to be a little confusion, I think. Going to get Barta to flip it out on a pass to Dittman. Dittman's going to make the catch for a few yards, for at least a yard or two.
Dittman on the reception from Barta. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
2-yard pickup for Gerard.
Leading on the tackle for the Bears.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Lumberjacks on their 17-yard line. Lumberjacks in tight this time, what they call their wedge. Snapped it quick. Not everybody got really set there. In a big push on the pile. Jack Barta is going to keep it up the middle. Gets it across the 20, just barely to about the 21. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Lumberjacks. Looks like a third and about 4, 5 yards to go. .310 to go in the half. Everybody in tie. We're going to get a timeout taken by St. Mary's. 3:04 to go in the half. St. Mary's trails 29-0 to the Bears here on homecoming night. We'll take a break and come back.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back. And as we've got over 3 minutes left in the first half, Lumberjacks trailing the Bears 29-0 here prior to halftime. Homecoming night, so a little bit of an extended halftime today. One receiver to the near side, one to the top of the formation for the Lumberjacks. Grimaldo goes in motion from the far side to the near side. Going to snap, and Bard is going to be sacked. That's a clean sack. The sacker was number 32. 32 was Henry Hill. And it was 3rd and 4. 14 now for St. Mary's. So about a 10-yard loss for the Lumberjacks. 4th and 13, so it's definitely going to be punt time for the Lumberjacks deep in their own territory. Grimaldo should be able to get it at least to their own 40. Low snap, though. Gets the punt away. It's going to be a nice Lumberjack roll. And the returner is going to pick it up and get it up. He picks it up at just about the 42. Gets up to 45.
Russo on the tackle. Isaacson on the return. First and 10 Bears from the Lumberjacks 35.
First and 10 from St. Mary's 35-yard line for the Bears. 2:16 to go, and we have a whistle. And is it a timeout? I think St. Mary's took a timeout. 2:18 to go in the first half. 2:15 to go in the first half. 29-0 in favor of the Bears. And again, homecoming. So a little bit of an extended halftime today, as they will get the homecoming court. I usually have a list of the homecoming court by now, but I didn't see it posted anywhere. Usually they have the homecoming nominees posted somewhere on social media, or at least in the. And I didn't look at all of the announcements. I do share the announcements for the high school, but I didn't look at all the announcements, so I might have missed one somewhere to find who our nominees were. Lumberjacks back out for the timeout. Take a look and see if I can find. Not see anything there. So the Bears have their four receiver set, a little pitch out into the backfield, and there's another pitch. A big hit in the backfield, but they did get another pitch to a different guy. I think it was Zach Stoughton is the first one to get hands on the new ball carrier. The ball carrier was Fry. A little trickery there from the Bears. And no gain, it looks like.
No gain, second down.
I'll give Zach Stoughton a tackle. Bears back to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Velasco in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. Going to be Aiden DeFort getting in there on the tackle, as does Brousseau. Russell Brousseau.
3 and 1, 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Bears. Same formation for the Moscow Bears. Takes the snap, does Velasco. Looking for that little screen over the top. It's going to work great for the Bears. They're going to get it out to the number 8 of Prakish. He'll carry that up to about the 17, tackled by Yearout.
Roper on the tackle.
I'm going to take that down to the 18-yard line. And I think we get was there a penalty, or I'm not sure what happened. It's 2nd down. I don't know. Might have been like a run for no gain or something there. Maybe a bad snap, because they say 2nd down. Now we're going to time out by the Bears, and Velasco is kind of bouncing around, kind of tweaked his ankle on that last hit he took on that screen play. So something to kind of keep an eye on. 33 seconds on the clock. And that screenplay, the whole Lumberjack house came flying through. The offensive line for the Bears, of course, on a screenplay, you let everybody through. And those defensive linemen all thought we had a free shot. We're going to get this quarterback. And then you kind of, probably that light switch flips about halfway on your way to the quarterback, and you go, oh no, screenplay. Second and 10 for St. Mary's. Velasco in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. A bad snap there. That's going to roll all the way back to the 29-yard line. That was recovered by Pike. Oh, there's a pass. That's way overthrown. And a flag. That's incomplete. That was uncatchable. So I don't really think that should be thrown. They said still third down. So is that pass interference on the offense? Oh no, it was third and long. That ball was uncatchable if that rule applies in high school. But I'm not the official, but that ball was way overthrown. But they call it pass interference there. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom for the Bears. They are third and not 23. They're up on the lot sooner than that. That ball is caught, but is he inbounds? He is. That's caught by, I think, Isaacson. That ball was on the 14 or so. Trying to get my stats corrected here. So the Bears score again. Again, I just don't know how that rolled. That ball looked like it was an uncatchable ball, just kind of heaved up there by the quarterback. I mean, there wasn't a receiver. I mean, maybe that was why the receiver wasn't there. Maybe I didn't catch where the defensive back was maybe making contact after he shouldn't have been. And there's the extra point good by Kilbin. And there's 3 seconds on the clock with a 36-0 lead for the Bears. And I don't expect much to happen here on this kickoff. I mean, not necessarily nothing much. I mean, obviously St. Mary's going to try to return it for a touchdown, but it'll probably be the kickoff will probably be the final play of the half. So coming up at halftime, of course, we have our senior spotlight, which features Gerard Dittman, and our homecoming royalty, as the Lumberjacks' first game of the year so far, that barring a kick return for a touchdown, it's the first game that they have not scored at least once in the first half. So we'll wait until after the kickoff, obviously, but kickoff returns are not easy to come by. So we'll see what St. Mary's can pull off, if they can do it here on this one. Moscow's done a pretty good job of sniffing out all of the Lumberjacks' kick return formations, I guess you could say, when they try their reverse or just a straight return. So we'll see. Kilpin to kick off. It's on the ground, going to kind of squib this one. DeFort's going to fall on it at the 26.
DeFort recovers the kickoff First and 10 Lumberjacks.
Yeah, probably right at the 25. And that actually saved time on the clock because nothing comes off until somebody touches it. And when they touched it, they were down. So Lumberjacks will get one play here before the half. Looks like it's going to be a wedge. One receiver to the near side, actually. Bard under center, going to take a knee, and that'll be the end of the first half of play. So we aren't going to credit nothing there.
Score, milestone 36, St. Mary's 0.
The Lumberjacks trail 36-0 to the Bears at half. We'll be back.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette-Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette-Record pickup copy today.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjacks!
If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, blocks, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Hey, we are here for our senior spotlight, and today we have Lumberjack senior Gerard Dittman. Well, Gerard, we're going to get right into it. What sports do you play?
I play football, cheerleading, and track.
All right, busy man all school year.
Yep, pretty much.
What is your favorite sport and why?
I would definitely say football is my favorite sport. It just taught me a lot about teamwork, and I really enjoy just being able to spend time with my friends.
What do you think playing sports has taught you?
Playing sports has definitely just taught me how to work with others and how to be a team, and kind of helped me just be a leader as well.
What would you say is your favorite thing about playing sports?
Definitely just having the time to be able to get close with people and, be able to compete with others and stuff, along with all my, buddies and friends.
What is your least favorite thing?
Definitely having to practice every day. It takes a lot of time.
takes a lot of time to try to compete at a high level.
Yeah.
Well, what is one of your favorite pro sports teams and maybe a favorite player?
Definitely my favorite pro sports team would be the Seattle Seahawks. Been a fan of them since I was a little kid. And my favorite player is Marshawn Lynch, the ex-running back.
Beast mode.
Yeah.
More Skittles. What is your goals this year, both in school and in your sports?
In school, definitely a goal is to make it to the end. Try and keep good grades and just be able to, stay on top of all my classes while still doing sports. And as far as playing sports and stuff, definitely just improving throughout each season, whether, whichever sport it is. I'm trying to get better week by week.
We're talking about our senior spotlight. It's Gerard Dittman for today. We'll take a quick break and be back with more. Fall is coming, and of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. XXX Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. XXX Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have some four-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, XXX Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
And we are here with our senior spotlight. Today it is Gerard Dittman. Gerard, what are your plans after high school?
I'm planning on entering the work field, whether that's going to be possibly taking over my dad's business or going back to work doing drywall with my brother-in-law.
Nice. What is your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school is actually math. I just really enjoy it, and numbers, it's pretty hard to mess up.
You don't get a lot of people that say math is their favorite. Somebody that you look up to?
I would say I look up to my mom. She's always been there for me and has really supported me throughout my high school career and just doing sports in general. She's always been there for me, so I really look up to her.
All right. Here's always a fun one. Do your teammates have a nickname for you, and why might that nickname be?
Yes, they do. My teammates like to call me Givardi because I can't say my name with my speech impediment, so they always just kind of shorten it up and make it sound a little bit nicer.
As long as it's meant in a nice way and not. What is your most memorable moment to this point in your high school career?
Definitely my most memorable moment would be winning the district title in track last year. It was pretty great to see both our boys and girls team win the district title at home. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, you guys had a great track season last year. Do you have anybody that you'd like to thank?
Oh, I would definitely like to thank my mom and my dad, my family, and all the coaches I've had over the past 3 years and continuing on into this year.
All right. Well, Gerard, we'd like to wish you good luck the rest of your high school career. And after you get out of high school, we want to wish you luck there, too. Thanks for talking to us, and have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
That's been our Senior Spotlight with Gerard Dittman. We'll take another break and come back with more after this.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary's. Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original, 1938, insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
And we are back as they announced the homecoming court. Gerard Dittman and Mia Asbury, Danica Sloper, and John Keneally. Got Jason Thompson and Addie Stewart.
Brother of Adam and Stormy Stewart and John Thompson.
Julian Grimaldo. And I know most of the kids.
Thomas, brother of Bill and Misty Thomas.
Madison Thomas and Julian Grimaldo.
Crystal Dollar. Haley Short, daughter of Dean and Jackie Short.
And you got Haley Short.
Daughter of Rusty and Terry Rivers.
And I believe Trenton Ribrick out there as the nominees.
Okay. 2024 Homecoming Duchess.
So the Homecoming Duchess for 2024 is Haley Short.
Your homecoming Duke.
Julian
Grimaldo.
Is Julian Grimaldo.
Homecoming Princess, Mia Asbury.
Princess is Mia Asbury. Your homecoming prince.
And your homecoming prince is Gerald Dittman.
Is Gerard Dittman. I, for some reason, think your king is going to be Jason Thompson. That's just my guess. We'll see. So homecoming queen
Drum roll.
is
Madison Thomas.
Maddie Thomas. And your 2024 homecoming king is?
And your homecoming king is John Keneally.
John Keneally. I was wrong. So we'll go over that again real quick here. 2024 homecoming royalty. The king is John Keneally. Your queen is Maddie Thomas. The prince is Gerard Dittman. Princess is Mia Asbury. Duke is Julian Grimaldo. Duchess is Haley Short. Covering the homecoming competitions over the week for the school as the classes compete all week long. The seniors won this year in class competitions with 326 points. The juniors had 213 points for second. The freshmen finished third with 197 points, and the sophomores at 109. And as you all know, there's a competition every year for the Golden Axe Award. That's for businesses that compete against each other to show school spirit throughout the week of homecoming week. And last year, Shift and Grind won the axe. Well, Shift and Grind will be keeping that axe again this year as they won it once again. I've seen some great stuff from Archie's IGA and Jack's Pharmacy and Shift and Grind, some other businesses as well. So congratulations to Shift and Grind. You get to keep that axe one more year. Okay, let's get into some quick stats here. The Lumberjacks trail 36-0 at half to the Moscow Bears. It's been all Moscow in the first half. St. Mary's was able to get 6 first downs. Moscow has 12. The Lumberjacks have just 20 yards rushing. The Bears have 100. St. Mary's is just averaging 2 yards per carry, and the Bears are averaging 6. Passing, Lumberjacks have 2 completions for 7, or 2 passes completed for 7 attempts. The Bears 9 of 13. St. Mary's has just 2 yards passing. The Bears with 112. Total plays, St. Mary's has run 20 plays for 27 yards. That's a tough first half for St. Mary's. And the Bears have 32 total yards, or 32 plays for 237 yards. St. Mary's averaging 1.4 yards per play. The Bears averaging just about 7.5. Positives for the Lumberjacks, no turnovers in the first half. And not a lot of penalties either. They've had a couple, but there's not been a lot of penalties either way. There's been a couple of penalties that did hurt the Lumberjacks pretty bad, but that's still been fairly clean penalty-wise. Lumberjacks 2 of 5 on third down. The Bears 3 of 7. St. Mary's 0 for 1 on fourth downs. The Bears have not had a fourth down attempt yet. Lumberjacks have been sacked once. The Bears have not been sacked just yet. Player stats, there's not going to be a whole lot to go over for the Lumberjacks. Jack Barta, 2 of 6 passing for 7 yards. Gerard Dittman has 2 catches for 2 yards. Rushing, Barta, Jack has 5 carries for 19 yards. Brock Barta has 1 carry for 5 yards. Zach Soten 1 carry for 4 yards. That's actually Amato Stewart has a carry for 2 yards, and Gerard Dittman 4 carries for -1. Xavier Sloper leads the team with tackles unofficially, 2 assists, 2 tackles. Caden Morris 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Hayden DeFort 2 tackles, 1 assist. Year out 2 tackles, 2 assists, and then 2 tackles for that's Stephen Grant, but that's actually Marcus Speakman. So that's it. That's the stats. The other side of the thing offensively, the Bears, Noah Navasco, 9 of 13, 127 yards passing. Butch Kiblin, 3 catches for 55 yards. And rushing, again, use the huddle program for my stats program. They have 1 rusher that's ahead of Aiden Prakash with 49 yards. And then you have number 8, Prakash, with 9 carries for 45 yards. And that's about it. The Moscow Bears have controlled this game. St. Mary's, in order to maybe get back into this, or at least get on the score, they're going to have to come out and put together a opening drive to just get a little bit of momentum going, a little bit of maybe a pride drive, you can call it. I don't know, but the Lumberjacks need to come out and see if they can get a clean drive, no penalties, no turnovers, and get something down the field, punch it into the end zone. With that being said, again, St. Mary's trails 36-0 to the Moscow Bears here at home on homecoming night. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with your second half.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance. This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, well, well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24 plus years of experience and served from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Got potholes.
Got it.
So Les Schwab Tires makes my job easy. With services like brake, steering, and alignment. Those cheap tire centers just throw on tires, and that's it. Now, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker. I'm just glad Les Schwab takes safety as seriously as me.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
It's in Park, right?
Yeah, we are back. Halftime winding down as the Lumberjacks trail the Moscow Bears 36-0 here on homecoming night, and to see if the Lumberjacks can get something going here in the second half. Lumberjacks, again, they have a lot of slow starts in the first half, and not taking anything away from Moscow. They have a solid school. They're a solid team. They're obviously a bigger school and have a little bit more depth and a little more roster size, of course, than the Lumberjacks do. But you still go up against each other, and you got to put your best foot forward, and Lumberjacks always do that. And Lumberjacks have had some pretty good second halves this year, but the problem is you can't win games by playing only the second half. I mean, they're coming out and, you know what I mean? It's just, you've got to come out and play two full halves of ball. It makes it tough to win when you get yourself down, whether it's 14-0 or like it is now 36-0. It's even harder, obviously, but things just get difficult when you can't get your offense rolling. I mean, defense has had some okay stands against the Bears, and then they've had a few lapses. But again, we knew that the Lumberjacks were facing a tough team here that could pass the ball, and they've actually, I think, ran for more yards than passing yards today. But it's fairly close to even. St. Mary's will receive the kickoff. Hayden DeFort and Julian Grimaldo waiting at about the 13-yard line on their own side of the field. Lumberjacks will go left to right on your radio dial. The Bears will be kicking it from right to left as Kilden sets the ball on the tee and gets ready to kick this thing off to get the second half underway.
Last call for Booster Club Burgers.
Kick is on the way. It's going to be a deep one. Fielded at the 10 by DeFort. He's going to bring it to the near side, looking for some blockers. He's only going to get to about the 20.
Bittman on the return. Ford on the return.
So first and 10 for Lumberjacks on their own 20-yard line.
Bring on the tackle. First and 10, Jack.
Bears are doing a good job of just washing up every Lumberjack blocker and just pushing them back into somebody. Had one extra guy out there. Dittman heads off the sideline. Lumberjacks break the huddle. One receiver to the far side, one to the near side. In the backfield is Zach Soten now. Hand off to Soten. Soten finds a little bit of a gap, and he's going to pick up about a solid 5.
Back Soten on the carry to the gap.
Brings up second and 5 for the Lumberjacks. Line of scrimmage for St. Mary's is the 25. One receiver to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Barta in the pistol, Soten behind him. Takes the snap. It's going to be a little counter play to Barta. Brock Barta has a big run down the far sideline. He's going to get pushed out of bounds just short of the Moscow 40. The biggest play from scrimmage so far for the Lumberjacks.
Brock Barta on the reverse. That's another Lumberjack.
They'll actually mark it right at the Moscow 40-yard line.
10 Jacks on the Moscow 40.
That's a 35-yard run for Brock Barta. Lumberjacks break the huddle up to the line of scrimmage, first and 10. Really only the second time, I think, into the Moscow side of the field. One receiver to the near side. Going to have that same play, kind of a counter. Grimaldo gets into open field for a second. Nice shoestring tackle by Isaacson.
And that's another Lumberjack.
Grimaldo will take that across the 30 to about the 29. 11-yard pickup for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks breaking the huddle. Hayden DeFort to the near side. Gustav to the top. Barta in the pistol. Soten lined up behind him. Takes the snap. Going to hand it to Soten. Soten finds a little bit of room. He's got Bears holding on to his jersey, and he's going to take it close to the first down.
Hendrick on the tackle. Gain of 9.
Going to call it a gain of 9 yards for Zach Soten. Zach, affectionately known by many as Peaches. Going to have to find that story out from him eventually. One receiver to the top, one to the bottom for the Lumberjacks. Barta in the pistol. Soten lined up behind him. Takes the snap, hands it to Soten. Soten's going to run head strong into the line. Gets just across to about the 19. It should be a first down for the Lumberjacks.
Gain of 1, and that's another Lumberjack.
So the Lumberjacks pick up another first down. Third one of the drive. Lumberjacks putting together a nice drive here. Lumberjacks break the huddle. One receiver to the near side, one to the far side. Barta giving Soten some last minute snap. Oh, he's in for pass protection. Oh, he had his man wide open in the end zone and just overthrows him. He put that ball all the way out of the back of the end zone. It was intended for Brock Barta. I think Jack was surprised to see Brock so wide open out there that he got excited and overthrew that ball just a little bit. Lumberjacks were taking their shot as they had the Bears thinking run all the way. Second and 10 now for St. Mary's. One receiver to each side of the formation. Zach still in the backfield. Man goes in motion this time. That's Brock Barta. He's going to split out to a wide receiver at the top. Going to take the snap, looking to throw again. Going to be a throw to Julian. Julian's going to get it across, almost across. It's going to be about the 11-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 8. Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Lumberjacks. 3rd and 3, it looks like.
3rd and 3 now for the Jacks.
Ball is at the Lumberjack 12, or at the Bear 12-yard line. Lumberjacks up the line of scrimmage. Everybody in tight. Barta takes, no, what are we going to get here? Oh, St. Mary's, they had a good thing going. Now they go backwards by 5 yards. That makes it 3rd and 8 for the Lumberjacks. And again, it just takes that one lapse, that one little penalty there that messes up your whole drive. You're deep down into their territory now. It is, instead of 3rd and short, you're looking at 3rd and long. And of course, you're in 2-down territory, but you could have probably got that first down there fairly easily. You're trying to get the Bears to jump off sides. One receiver to each side. Barta takes a snap, flushes, moves, directs traffic. Now he's going to tuck the ball and run. He's going to get it all the way across the 10, and it should be enough for a first down on the scramble. That ball will be down, I think, to the 4, or not the 4. That's the
runs for the first down.
The ball is, I think, on the 7.
First and goal from the 9.
No, we'll call it the 9. I'm going to call it the 8. First and goal for the Lumberjacks. One receiver each side of the formation. Barta takes the snap, a little bit low, takes the handoff, gets it pulled in, finds a receiver. That's Brock. Brock is going to get off of one tackle, but he's going to lose yardage after all of it's done and said.
Jack Barta to Brock Barta. 3 and 2. Second goal from the 8.
Yeah.
7. Owen on the tackle from Monster.
That ball is on the 9 still. It didn't really gain anything on that. Brings up 2nd and goal from about the 8. One receiver to each side of the formation. Barta takes the snap. Oh, it's that little counter to Grimaldo, and he's going to be bumped in. Is it a touchdown? It is. St. Mary's on the scoreboard with the 8-yard touchdown. And Lumberjacks, again, second half has always been the part of the game where they kind of get things going. Again, with the lead that the Bears have, is there a chance they maybe have swapped out some of their players? There's a possibility there, but still. Lumberjacks showing they're going for 2 points. Empty backfield. Soten splits out to the near side. In the slot. Going to get a snap to Barta. Quick little throw to the fade corner. And incomplete. No good. A little bit of hand fighting. Good no call out there. And the score is 36 for the Bears, 6 for the Lumberjacks. 6:39 to go in the third. We'll be back.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing any recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
And we are back. St. Mary's will kick off. Marcus Speakman takes care of the kicking duties this evening. And definitely with this kind of a deficit, you can almost guarantee, even if you're Moscow, you guarantee that St. Mary's probably ain't going to kick it deep Lumberjacks don't normally kick it deep anyways, but the Bulldogs are really crowding the upper line here to try to, they don't even have anybody back deep. So they're expecting the Lumberjack onside here. Let's see what St. Mary's decides to do. See if they keep with, nope, they all back up now into more of a normal thing. So maybe they thought that all-in huddle tight was going to be the onside. Now they think it's going to be a normal kick. That's going to be a nice bounce. Ball is going to be picked up, I think, by the Bears at the own 45. Falling on it for the Bears was the number 44. I don't have a 44 for the Bears. Oh, that's the JV roster. I don't even have the right JV roster. 32 is Riley Cheney. 44 is Marzal. So the Bears come out with two receivers to the near side, one to the top of the formation. This time they got a couple of running backs in the backfield. Man goes in motion, pitch out. Going to be the hands of Parkish. He's going to be brought down by Grimaldo and Mitchell. Grimaldo on the tackle, getting a 5, second and 5 now from the midfield strike. Be a 5-yard pickup for the Bears. Second and 5 from the 50. Two receivers near. One receiver near. 1, 2, 3 to the top of the formation, it looks like. Velasco in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it off. That's the number 7 of Fry. He's going to look to the near side edge. Looking for blockers. Patient running. He's going to be tackled by DeFort and Brousseau. That ball will be to the 37. DeFort and Chris Brousseau make the tackle. First down for the Bears now, up to the Lumberjack 37. Two receivers to the top, one to the bottom for the Bears. Velasco in the shotgun. His running back split to the right. Takes a snap, hands it off. That's Fry again. He's going to get some room to run. Good blocking by the Bears. He will be tracked down at about the 12 by Year Out.
Fry on the carry for Velasco. Year Out on the tackle for St. Mary's.
Another big run by the Bears of 25 yards.
10, Moscow from Lumberjack 11.
Bears at the Lumberjack 12. Two receivers to the far side, one to the near. Going to be a handoff again. It's Fry finding room to run. Shifty little running back and trying to get him is Year Out. He's going to try to knock him out of bounds, but Fry is able to get across the end zone. So a quick drive for the Bears. That wasn't even, I think, 5-6 plays. And the Bears find pay dirt. Bears line up more in a normal formation this time for their extra point. The holder has been Fry. The kicker is Kilvin. He's been perfect tonight on the extra point attempt. Kick is up. That one is low. That one looked wide, and that one is wide.
No good.
First miss on the extra point. The score with 4:38 to go in the third is Moscow 42, St. Mary's 6. We'll be back.
Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Don Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887.
We are back deep for the Lumberjacks is, I think that's
Barda and Grimaldo, deep.
Barda and Grimaldo instead of DeFort. Kilbin to kick it off. Deep kick. Going to be fielded at the 6 by Grimaldo. He's going to take a little hesitation, try to find some room, and he's only going to get to probably the 7. Nice kick by the Bears. And the Lumberjacks will be backed up deep on their own side of the field. That ball is placed. Let's put it on the 10 for St. Mary. A 4-yard gain on the kick return. Lumberjacks looking to throw. Barda is going to get swallowed under, though. I think he was supposed to throw. Maybe there was a miscommunication. I'm not sure. Oh, a fumble. It was a bad snap. Second and 14, all the way back now to the ball's on the 6-yard line, so I don't know if that was quite that big of a loss. Lumberjacks with their receivers out, going to hand it off. I think that was Zach Soten. And I don't know if he lost yardage. Soten a little slow to get up there. And this drive not starting off the way St. Mary's wants it to. They're going backwards, 3rd and 13 now on their own 4. One receiver to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Lumberjacks need to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Gonna get a snap. Barda looks to throw. He's going deep. Oh, and his receivers aren't quite that fast. Nice throw, but a flag in the end zone. We might have a late hit.
Roughing the pass is the call.
Well, Moscow's going to cost themselves 15 yards
Automatic first down
on a late hit. So the Lumberjacks will move the ball out to their 19, roughly, and get a first down. So the Bears helping the Lumberjacks out a little bit there with a kind of what your coach would say is a boneheaded play. Penalty. Well, Lumberjacks get a little extra chance at this possession. One receiver to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Taking the snap. Going to hand it off to Soten. Somebody misses their block, possibly, is getting through there quickly is Griffin to make the tackle.
Soten, the ball carrier for the Jacks.
Loses 2.
1 yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 11 of the 19.
Bears were through that line quick. One receiver to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Pistol for Barda. Takes the snap. Going to try their little counter play. Grimaldo almost gets face masked. There wasn't a face mask, so it's good no call. But it was close to a face mask. Nice pickup by Julian. Like a 5-yard pickup by Julian. Third and 5. Right at about the Lumberjack 24-yard line. Wouldn't be surprised to see a different quarterback come in on the next offensive series for the Bears, and I do see a different quarterback warming up over there. I think it's number 12, Mallet. Barda going to throw. He's going to give a little head fake. Gets that throw out there. Oh, he just overthrew Julian. Julian just about pulls that in, but bobbles it. I mean, it was a little bit too deep, but Grimaldo still almost gets there and pulls that ball in. And Lumberjacks are showing punt, punting is, I mean, obviously you're fourth and a mile, well, not fourth and a mile, 4th and 5, and you're deep in your own side of the field. So Lumberjacks do have a fake in their pocketbook, but I don't think they're going to do it. Oh, they are going to go for the fake. It's going to be just off the fingertips of Brock Barda. He probably should have had that. I hit him in the hand. The coverage was good, but turnover on downs. Bears will take over. 1st and 10 on the Lumberjack 24. And it actually looks like, trying to wait to see who we got in there at quarterback. Well, Velasco's going back in. At this point in the game, that kind of surprised me a little bit, but two receivers to the near side, one to the top of the formation for Velasco. Takes the snap. Nope, man in motion. Hands it off. That's number 9, Hebling, and he's going to get brought down in the backfield by Grimaldo.
And up to Hebling. Grimaldo with the tackle. Loss of 1.
Loss of about a yard. First tackle for loss for St. Mary, or for the Lumberjacks. Now we have, I don't know, a little whistle there, but I'm not sure why. Trying to get their right personnel in for the Bears. 3 receivers to the near side, one to the top of the formation for Moscow. Velasco going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have his running back as Pike, flanked to the near side, just off his left arm, left hip. Snap. Hand it off to Pike. Good blocking by the Bears again. Lumberjacks going to pile drive onto him. They're going to get him.
Hebling's the ball carrier. Tackled by a host of
a bunch of Lumberjacks. I didn't quite see. We'll call it Brousseau.
3rd and 6.
Picked up about 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and about 5, 3rd about 6 yards for the Bears. Three receivers up top, one to the bottom. Velasco looks over the offense as the clock. It's going to be a quick little throw out into the flat. Oh, and they get the first down on it too. DeFort got back there quickly, but I think kind of over pursued a little bit. And the complete pass to number 7. He'll take that ball down to about the. See where they're going to mark that.
That's the end of the
Looks like it's down to the 1-yard line.
The Lumberjacks 6.
And the end of the 3rd. St. Mary's trails 42-6. We'll be back as they switch sides.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is a place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
And we are back here as the Lumberjacks trail 42-6 to the visiting Bears. Bears look like they're on the 2-yard line of St. Mary's, so 3-yard line. First and goal for the Bears. And I think, well, no, he's out there. I thought maybe that they've got several different receiver groups kind of that they funnel in and out. As they've got a lot of depth, do the Bears. So the Bears this time, they have Velasco in the pistol. He's got a running back flanked off to his left. A couple of receivers. They're going to hand it off to Prakish. And I think Prakish is going to be short.
Touchdown, Moscow.
No, I haven't seen a signal from the umpires to say touchdown.
Second down. Premature.
I say maybe gained a yard. I didn't see who made the tackle. So snap. Prakish again. This time he is going to get it.
Touchdown Bears.
Makes the score 48-6 in favor of Moscow. And I think we'll be in a running clock after this. I think it's into that point of the score, the lead. Bears are going to kick the extra point, try to make it 49. He has made all but one tonight. Snap is down. Kick is good. And we got a late flag.
Looking good. Flag on the play.
Amato Stewart, I don't know if the flag is against him, but he was not happy with something. He had to get his teammates had to pull him over and say, nope, come on, Amato, get back over to the sideline. 11:30 to go in the game. 49-6 Lumberjacks trail. We'll be back.
Please hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
And we are back. Got to wait and see. They threw a penalty flag, so I got to wait and see what happens here. If they put the ball down at a different spot for the kickoff or what. Or if it was a warning, or they're still setting everything up right at the 40. So I don't. Oh no, they are moving the ball. No, penalty was must have been against Moscow because they moved the ball back. They're kicking it from their own 25. So it must have been a 15-yard penalty against the Bears, as they'll kick off from their own 25-yard line. Grimaldo and Barta back to receive the kick. Got Barta up at about the 30, Grimaldo at the 22. Kilbin to kick. No, they got a different kicker, 12. They're recovered to catch that. 23 is Grimaldo. Going to the far side. Grimaldo tackled down at about the 36.
Grimaldo on the carry. The return is going to be first and 10 Lumberjack from their own 35.
I'm going to mark that right at the 35, right side of the field. And the running clock commences here. Bears still got some of their starting defensive guys in there. And they are bringing some guys off. I'll have to grab the other roster. St. Mary's is going to run it. Going to get Brock Barta with an 11-yard gain.
Gain of 12, and that's another Lumberjack.
12-yard gain up the middle for Brock Barta. St. Mary's breaks the huddle. First and 10 up to their own 47. One receiver to the near side, DeFort to the top, Gustav to the near side. Man goes in motion. Jack Barta in the pistol, takes the snap, then a throw, quick little throw in the hands of DeFort. Had some mustard on that throw right into the hands of Aiden, just couldn't quite hold on to it.
Second and 10 now for the Giants.
Again, DeFort to the top of the formation this time, Gustav to the bottom. Looks like we've got Grimaldo lined up as a wide receiver, so a 3-receiver set. Barta with a quick little throw, kind of a tunnel screen there, and DeFort catches that one, powers forward for a couple of yards. Brings up third and about 8 for the Lumberjacks.
Third down and 8 now.
Lumberjacks break the huddle. Same formation. Got DeFort to the top. Grimaldo in the slot. Gustav to the near side. Man goes in motion. Now it's Brock Barta in the slot. The snap to Jack. Jack has time. He's going to find Grimaldo. Grimaldo down the sideline. Turns on the jet. Down the sideline. Still in play. All the way to the 19. He'll be tackled by Noel.
And that's another Lumberjack.
Ball's going to be marked at the 18 or so. 33-yard pickup for the Lumberjacks. Same formation for the Lumberjacks. Actually not. Grimaldo goes in motion. Fake handoff to Grimaldo. Dittman up the middle. Some nice hard running for him. Pushing the pile. Still going. And going to take that down inside the 10. Take that to about the 8-yard line.
Pushing that offensive line for St. Mary's. And that's another Lumberjack.
Actually,
Noel on the tackle from Moscow.
they said it was a first down, actually.
From the 8.
First and goal on the 8. He gets the snap. Going to be the little counter play to Grimaldo. He's going to stretch it out, but be down just short of the touchdown. Going to mark him down at about the 3-yard line. Second and goal for St. Mary's on the 2. I'm actually surprised they haven't gone into the wedge. And they hand it off to Dittman. Dittman free into the end zone. Touchdown St. Mary's. I think that is Gerard's first rushing touchdown on the day, on the season. You'd think they'd at least stop the clock after a touchdown, stuff like that, but they don't. It's okay. St. Mary's trails 49-12 to the Bears. Trying to see what they want them to do. They're trying to get not sure. They're trying to get the personnel they need and trying to decide if they want them to kick it or to go for 2. Lumberjacks trying to get their personnel out there. They need to hurry because there is a delay of game on this. Okay, St. Mary's going to kick it. Barta to hold. Kick is up. And good.
Ronaldo's kick is up and good. And that makes the score
49-13. Lumberjacks trail the Bears with 5:40 to go. We'll be back with the Lumberjack kickoff.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
And we are back. St. Mary's going to be kicking off. And yeah, St. Mary's will kick from that side. They got to get this squared away where they're kicking from. 4:54 to go in the game and counting. See who the Bears send out quarterback here in this final 5 minutes. Taking a long time to get things situated. I'm sure St. Mary's would love a chance to try to get the ball back, but they're just taking a while to get the ball to Speakman. He gets it on the tee. Bears got their guys all up tight for that, expecting that onside kick. Waiting for the whistle. I heard the fans over saying kick the ball. Well, they've got to wait for the umpire, the ref, to blow the whistle so they can kick the ball. Lumberjacks spread out to line up for the kickoff. Speakman going to get a nice little dribbling ball, and it's going to be hard to tell. I think the Bears did get on it, and that's going to be at the 45 of the Bears.
First and 10 Bears on their own 45.
Quarterback for the Bears now is Austin Mallett. He's their freshman. 155 pounds, 5'10". Sure, there's some other guys in there that are their next up receivers in the depth chart. So Mallett will take his first snap of the game. It's going to be a handoff to the... Boy, there's a whole host of Lumberjacks that got in there. Donnie Morris was one of them. Amato Stewart was one of them. Good Lord, who was the running back on that? It wasn't 71. No, it was 22 for the Bears. Step 4. Lots of Lumberjacks in on that tackle. I'm not sure who it was that got the tackle. Mallett. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Wouldn't expect to see the Bears pass it here. They're going to hand it off again to the number 22 of Drake. He's going to get brought down short of the first after only a couple yard pickup. Lumberjack that got up off the bottom, that is going to be Zach Soach. Two-yard pickup. 3rd and 4. Mallett waiting. Takes the snap. Didn't throw it this time. Over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Hanger. He was right in his hands. It just slipped out at the last second. Brings up 4th down. Clock doesn't stop even on that. So see what the Bears do here. Looks like they're going to punt it. There's no reason to go for it. So
4th and 4 from the 50-yard line.
St. Mary's will get the ball back with about 45 seconds on the clock, probably. Actually, it doesn't look like they're punting. Dropping back, he's going to go to run, and he's going to be down. That's number 2. Loses a couple of yards. A couple of Lumberjacks there on the tackle. One of them might have been 65. St. Mary's will take over 1st and 10 with 36 seconds. Lumberjacks going to try if they can't get one play off before the end of the game. And Lumberjacks are going to take a timeout. They want to stop the clock. They want at least one play. Maybe a couple of plays. They might use all their timeouts here just to try to get a couple of plays and see if they can't punch one in here late. in the contest. So let's see what happens. Timeout by St. Mary's with, I don't think they'll put any time back on the clock, but it's 28 seconds currently. I would imagine if you have an incomplete pass, now you have to call a timeout. Even if you get out of bounds, you have to call a timeout. Doesn't matter when the clock was running. So the only thing that stops it is a timeout. St. Mary's huddling up. One last hurrah. They'd love to make this score, 20 to 49, 21 to 49, 22 to 49. Lumberjacks break the huddle, coming up to the line of scrimmage. Jack Barta takes a snap, looks to throw. He's going to go deep to his receiver. It's just over the hands of is that Aiden Yearout? No, it's DeFort. St. Mary's going to take a timeout. 20.6 seconds on the clock. Oh, they had to go get a ball. I don't know if they used the wrong ball for the extra point attempt earlier or what. I think they did. So that's what Jack was doing. Jack was trying to run down to the end zone to get his throwing ball for offense. And I think he had to use a kicking ball for that first throw. And it was still on the money, intended for Aiden DeFort, and it was actually a really good throw. Pretty good coverage by the Bears. Another one of those games where it's going to be really tough to pick our player of the game. Could it be a defensive player? Aiden Yearout's had a pretty good game defensively, flying around out there. Offensively, it's hard to tell because the first half was nothing exciting really for St. Mary's offensive. Snap, Barta looking. He's going to go deep. He's got Brock in the middle of the field, and he's going to make the catch down to about the 11.
Timeout, Lumberjack.
St. Mary's uses their last timeout, so they get one more shot at the end zone, it looks like. And, wow, that's interesting to see. Even though the Bears are basically got this game won, they have sent out what I think is their starting defense. And that's kind of, I don't know, that's interesting to me. I don't think I would do that even in this case because you're still going to win the game. So I think that was the last timeout for St. Mary's. So this is their last shot at the end zone. They got to score here if they're going to. Two receivers to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Jack's going to throw it. Little comeback. Oh, just out of play, and I don't think St. Mary's can get back to the line of scrimmage and get lined up to run another play. They're going to try. Nope, that'll be it. So the Lumberjacks are going to fall short 49-13 of the Bears against the Bears here on homecoming night. We'll take a quick break and look at our stats and try to come up with a player of the game.
Sometimes accidents happen. You never thought it would happen to you, but it did. Working your turn for that friendly hand of support. Jack's Pharmacy is your good neighbor pharmacy in St. Mary's, where you'll find personalized care. Whether you need crutches, supports, wheelchairs, or even a hospital bed, Jack's is here for you. We service both Medicare and Medicaid. If you need durable medical equipment, come to Jack's, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid.
Serving Minnewaska, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we are back as we get ready to recap these things here tonight. Lumberjacks they are doing their jacks it up. Okay. I was going to say, they look like they're all headed to the locker room. Anyways, again, tale of two halves once again. First, let's go over good and bad in this game. And I've got one item that is both good and bad. So first, the good things tonight. St. Mary's, they didn't have a lot of penalties. They had 13 in Kellogg, I think 4 or 5 tonight. So the penalty numbers were down, and they had no turnovers tonight. First game, I think in Bonner's Ferry we didn't turn the ball over either. But another game with no turnovers. The bad, again, a slow start in the first half. St. Mary's couldn't get out from in front of their own way. Defense was pretty good on Moscow's part, but Lumberjacks just couldn't get things rolling again in the first half. They just can't find some footing in that first half to get on the board early. They did have a couple of penalties at bad times where they were third and short. That backed them up. I mean, those are the bad penalties that they have. But, I mean, overall, the overall penalty numbers was not horrible as far, I think. I haven't looked at the full stats, so we won't find out more until I actually get to see that number. But so that's the positives here tonight. Again, the tale of two halves. St. Mary's had only like 6 first downs in the first half. They were just not moving the ball. 20 first downs in the second compared to, or not in the second, but 20 first downs total, with Moscow only ended up with 17. St. Mary's defense, Moscow scored kind of quick in a couple of their possessions in the second. I don't think Moscow had a possession they didn't score on, except for the last one. Rushing yards, again, St. Mary's was just not moving the ball in the first half, but they finished with 130 yards rushing on 27 carries. The Bears with 176 on 30 carries. St. Mary's was averaging about 5 yards per rush. The Bears 6. Passing completions, St. Mary's 7 of 18. The Bears 10 of 15. Lumberjacks ended up with 82 yards passing, averaging about 5 yards per pass. The Bears had 129 yards passing with 8.6 per pass or per catch. St. Mary's finished up with 232 yards. They didn't have but like 40 yards in the first half, and the Bears with 320. Coach Rouse, I know I've heard him say he wants to have those yardage numbers up around 350. St. Mary's averaged 5 yards per play. The Bears 7. No turnovers for either team. St. Mary's was 5 of 10 on third downs, and the Bears were pretty even, 4 of 9. St. Mary's was 0 of 2 on fourth downs. The Bears 1 for 1. St. Mary's got sacked once, and the Lumberjacks put some pressure on the quarterback every so often, but didn't get to him, and there was no field goals. The individual player stats, and basically for the Lumberjacks, we have 7 of 16 passing for 102 yards. Receiving, Romaldo had 2 for 41. Barta had 1 for 37. Dittman 2 for 2. Hayden DeFort 1 for 2. Rushing, Brock Barta 3 carries, 52 yards. Julian had 4 for 32. Jack had 6 for 28. Zach Soten 6 for 16. Gerard 6 for 11. Number 2, which was Amato Stewart, had 1 carry for 2 yards. Tackles, unofficially, we had 3 tackles for Year Out, 2 tackles for Sloper, 2 tackles for Morris, DeFort with 2, Mitchell with 2, Soten with 2, and those will all get cleaned up later as I go back and review the tackle stats. So the tough part here is to pick my player of the game tonight. It's kind of a tough one. Did we get a passing touchdown today? Or were they all running touchdowns? I'm not 100% sure. Man, this is a tough one for picking that. But I think I'm going to go, and we'll get a review of all the tackles and see if Aiden had a few more tackles or not. But Aiden was flying all over tonight. Aiden, you're out. I'm going to give Aiden, you're out, the player of the game for tonight. The Talk About It player of the game. And, of course, that is sponsored by Talk About It here in St. Mary's. So that's going to wrap it up for us. So we've got that all taken care of. Next week, Lumberjacks back on the road to take on Timberlake, and we'll have that game here for you on KOFE. Enjoy your weekend.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!